Okay. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Just Life and Podcast. Hope you guys are enjoying the episodes thus far. So, we're just going to jump right into it. What's going on with you? What's the vibe now?
Let's see. What's been going on? Wedding planning has been going on.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, yeah, we've got our date. We just put a deposit down on the venue. Just putting all the pieces together, putting together all the little lists and things of things we need to do.
Yes.
What else has been going on? Oh, I took my first swim class today.
Okay.
That
How
was
did
pretty
that
cool.
go?
You know what? We did way more than I thought we were gonna do for a first class.
Okay.
Like, we were swimming, like, across the pool, like, not the long way, but the short way. We were
Mm.
swimming across the pool, like,
Oh,
within 30 minutes of
wow. Okay.
Yeah, but the instructor was really good.
Good.
I love the people in the class. They were actual adults. I was afraid there might be, like, teenagers there, but it was really, like, actual adults, very warm, welcoming environment, and, my only complaint is that, like, I swallowed a lungful of pool water and had to, like, guzzle
Mm.
immunity shots on my way home.
Okay. Understandable. Well, you probably going to be a
Yeah.
professional swimmer come your next vacation then. That should be good.
That's the goal. That is really the goal. Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
good, sounds good.
Yeah. What's going on with you?
Are so on this side in Maryland, same, honestly, not too much. I was, like, devastated because I'm actually heading back to work. I'm really, really sad. I'm really, really sad I've been off, obviously, it's gonna be 8 weeks. I had a hysterectomy done, so I was off for 8 weeks, doing all the things, and I think I just got used to it. So I'm like, "Oh my god, I have to go back to this job." It's okay though. I'm
Yeah. It's like the longer you're out, the worse it is too.
and this time I feel like I'm like, no, I really don't want to go back because I feel like when I had kids, you off for the 3 months, you kind of want to get back into a routine. But this time I'm like, no, I'm actually fine. So that's just that. I just feel like just preparing that because we're about to have a routine schedule. All the things that come with working and stuff like that. And then
Yeah.
they're still trying to shovel the snow over here. I know I talked about the snow last time. I think it's actually like crazy. Yes, as you go out, they're still like actively trying to get rid of the snow. I
Oh,
don't
no.
know what missed this time because obviously they knew we went to DC for the weekend and it was a disaster driving because what's supposed to be two-way is now one way. You have to take the next block, this, then the people driving up on the sidewalk, the hills, and people already park on the edges, the side of the street. So just
Yeah.
all of that. Yeah, summer, we welcome you. Just come on. Just come on at this point. Yeah. So other than that, that's about it though. So what we got for the rundown today, ma'am?
Ooh, all right. I got a couple things. I had to kind of dig to find some stuff this week, but let me bust out my trusty notebook. So, Glorilla's sister took to socials and is blasting Glow for not providing for the family. She's basically saying that their parents are coming to her asking her for money. Their mom is still working at FedEx, and Glow ain't doing what Glow is supposed to do.
Mm,
I
mm,
feel like we don't know the whole story here. If you're not gonna
mhm.
tell the whole story, then don't tell it at all because I'm sure there's a reason why Glow is not giving money or doing certain things that her sister feels that she should be doing. And
Mhm.
just because somebody in your family got money don't mean you got to all access pass to their account either. So,
Exactly. I definitely
mhm,
do think because that is a what did they say? Oh, the more you have, like the more is required of you. I forget how that saying
yeah,
is, but you have to be careful with that because I like you said, some family will take advantage of that. So we don't know
mhm,
the whole story. I did see that Glow posted like a text like in response, basically one of the family, whether it was the mom or somebody, basically thanking her for the help that she did provide. So
mhm,
clearly the sister is mad. Maybe she was like, no, I'm not going to buy you the BMW. So now you have an attitude. You know what I mean? And things like that.
right.
So yeah, she'll be all right.
Child,
The sister will be all right.
she'll be quite fine.
Yeah.
Um, Speaking of siblings, Masterpiece brother C Murder has been in prison since the beginning of time, since 2009, for
Mm,
allegedly murdering a teenage boy at that time.
mm,
And he has been appealing. He's been trying to get out of this thing for the longest. And the
mm,
Louisiana Supreme Court just said, listen, bro,
Mm.
Your appeal is denied and don't come to our court no more. You done maxed out all your appeals. You gonna have to sit down and do this time, honey. We not
Yeah.
seeing you anymore. Okay.
That's
So that's right.
unfortunate. Sorry, sorry to cut you off. I was gonna say that's unfortunate. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, they ain't cutting him no slack, ain't.
No, not at all.
Lil Jon, the rapper Lil Jon, his 27-year-old son, who apparently is a DJ, has been missing for the last couple of days. They say he left at 6 a.m. on February 3rd. He left the house on foot. He did not get into a vehicle or anything like that. He didn't have any personal belongings. He didn't left the house and he ain't come back, y'all. So hopefully he's okay. I'm hoping it's gonna be a situation where he just pops up somewhere. You know, sometimes these things happen and that's that and it's nothing too serious.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Melinda Gates, wife of Bill Gates, the Microsoft mogul, is dealing with rumors that her late husband contracted an STD at an Epstein party from a
Mm,
Russian sex worker.
mm-mm, mm-mm,
As if that was not bad enough. They're
mhm,
saying that he tried to slip Melinda the medicine,
mhm,
secure the STD without her knowledge, without telling her that he done went out here and did a little thing, ding, 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 thing, brought
mm,
something back home and gave it to
mhm.
her. He just was gonna slip her these meds. She did not confirm. She did not deny. She just said she's just deeply saddened by the whole situation. So,
So that means that she knew. That's what I'm thinking, that her husband was outside. So,
sure, like
yeah,
everybody
that
else.
yeah, it's given
All
she
them
knew.
donations and whatnot, and they still be
Yeah,
out here dastardly things, so,
yeah, yeah. Clearly she knew, but she was like, "That coin, though, Imma sit right here and make it do what it do."
you know, and she gonna stay good to the rest of her days because I know he left her with some good stuff.
Indeed.
Um, the Grammys. So, the
Mm,
Grammys was this past Sunday in Los Angeles, and I just wanted to showcase or highlight some Black talent that brought home some Grammys this weekend. So,
mhm.
Record of the Year was Kendrick Lamar with SZA for Luther. Best Rap Album was also Kendrick for Genix.
Okay.
Kendrick once again for Best Rap Song for TV Off featuring Lefty Gunplay. Best R&B Album Mutt, Leon Thomas. Love that album.
Oh, okay, I like that
Love.
move.
Yes,
Okay,
love that
okay.
album. Best R&B song, as if we already didn't know, Folded by Kehlani, because child, the way they
Oh,
blasting that all over here and there.
mhm, mhm.
Best new artist Olivia Dean. Don't know who she is. She's a new artist.
Yeah, I like her music. She's from the UK. I do like her
Oh,
music, though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do
okay.
like her. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to check her out. African music performance, Push to Start by Tyla.
Mm,
Best reggae album, Blood and Fire by Kesnamdi. Country duo
mhm.
slash group performance, Amen with Shabuzi and Jelly Roll.
Okay.
And score soundtrack, the movie Sinners
Mhm.
won. The person who was over that is somebody named Ludwig
Okay.
Göransson.
Okay,
I hope I pronounced that
okay.
right.
I still never saw that movie. I need to see that.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
saw it one time
Okay.
because I'm sorta like a punk. Like, it's not that it's horror, but it's just got some notes of some stuff in there that's just not typically my vibe, but I went to see it because everybody said such good things about it, but
Right.
it was a one and done for me, but it was good. It
Okay.
was good. And that's the
Okay, well,
rundown.
that sounds good. Congratulations to everybody who won. I know it was
Mhm.
definitely some controversy about Tyla, my Nigerian pop
Why?
queen, but why? Did she win? Because I think it's one of those things as far as Tyla, people feel like she should be grouped as a pop artist, not as an Afrobeats artist, because her music is more pop as opposed to Afrobeats versus like Davido, Malay, Burner Boy, theirs is more like Afrobeat. So they feel like she shouldn't even be in that category. Like going up against like Ira Star, who's like more like Afrobeats and stuff. And she's good too. She's definitely good too.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I know people were Kinda like, no, like, put her in the category with, like, what's her name? Like, Sabrina Carpenter or somebody like that. That's more, like, on the same vibe, their music, I guess, or whatever. I don't listen to Tyler like that. I know the song that you're talking about, but
Mhm.
I don't listen to her music like that personally, so, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Do
But,
you
yeah.
have, like, a suggestion on who you think shoulda won? Is there
The
something that sticks out to
category
you?
that she won, I think it was Song of the Year. To me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to be biased, I swear, but that song by Amalé and Davido, that one shoulda won. The one be like, "Ooh." Of course, I can't sing, y'all, don't judge me, but but, yeah, that one shoulda won, and I'm so mad
Okay.
I can't remember the name because my son listens to it back to back, like,
Mhm.
it shoulda won. It shoulda won, I'm
Was
not
it
gonna lie.
nominated?
Say it again.
Was it nominated?
It was.
Oh,
But someone
okay.
brought a good perspective. They were just kinda like, with the Afro artist, just because, like, it's popular in Africa, it doesn't mean that it's popular in America, and one thing about
Mhm.
Tyla, like, her music is actually popular here in the US, like, they play it at, like, the clubs, the young people listening to it of all different races and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not to say they don't listen to Afro beats too, but she is more on, like, a mainstream a platform to me versus the other people that were in there. Hence, that's why I feel like she should have been with like the likes of Sabrina and all the other people in those categories. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I like
Okay.
the song that Justin Bieber performed, Yukon, during the Grammys as well.
Justin Bieber can do no wrong to me. That is my boy. I feel like his voice is just
Hmm.
impeccable,
Agreed.
and yeah, I just love him. And people are like, "Oh my gosh, why is he in his underwear?" Da, da, da." It was an artistic
Yeah.
thing he was trying to do, like, leave that boy alone.
Yeah, they didn't get the vision. I don't care. Like I loved it. I loved the song. I'm a Justin Bieber fan, so for me, he can't do
Yes.
no wrong for me
Yes.
either.
Yes. Because
But
where
yeah.
you come.
Yeah.
That's my shit. Love that song. Love
Agreed, agreed. Oh my
it.
alright, y'all, so let's get right into the next segment. Let's get into it. What are we
Mhm,
talking about today,
mhm.
my dear?
Now listen, I got my phone. Y'all see me looking because I got my phone like this. Your girl a lot of stuff going on today. You trying to keep it in track. All right, so married couples wanting separate houses or rooms. Kiki Palmer recently was in an interview and she was basically saying, listen, I can be married, you know, we can be all good, but I don't want to live with you. I don't want to share my space with you. I would rather go to your house or you come to my house. It doesn't even have to be that they're like not on the same property. She just does
Mhm.
not want them to share the same home. And so,
Yeah,
that sparked some commentary, but I feel like
yeah,
this is something that I've heard before.
yeah,
Um this thing of like I wanna be together, but I just need my space, and that keeps the spark going, that keeps arguments down. You
mm,
don't have to worry about, one person's messy, one person's clean, just
yeah,
when we need to get together, we get together. When we spend our
yeah,
time apart, we refresh and all that
mhm.
good stuff. I mean, what are your thoughts about this?
I think exactly what you said. It's one of those things. I feel like you can look at it from then why get married, or you can
Mm,
look at it from maybe this is just a new way of being married. And
mhm,
the way that couple decides to join their, themselves in this manner. Because the older lady that does it, I can't remember her name either right now. I think they live on different coasts. Maybe one is on the West Coast and he's on the East Coast or something like that, but I know
oh,
they
wow.
don't share houses, but they've been married for, like, 20 plus years, though, and they said that, like, it works for them, so, like, when she
Mm,
flies to go see him or goes to go see him, whatever it is, it's something fresh, it's new, because 'cause you're not
yeah,
up under each other day to day, so on and so forth. I mean, sometimes I'm like, "Yeah, I could do that." Because I feel like when you've been with someone for so long, sometimes you like, "Oh my you could go over there. Like, please." Like, you know what I
mhm,
mean? Especially if we're not vibing in that moment. But
yeah,
I don't know, like, just as our standard. We're in separate houses just as our standard. I don't think that would work for me. personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know because like I said, maybe when I get to a certain age, I might be like, "No, you good. Go buy something else. You fine. Come check me. We do not you go your way, I go my way." Like, you never know. I don't know. But I would say
Yeah.
right now, at this point in my life, no.
I mean, I feel like it's uncommon. I mean, it's not unheard of, but I think that it's uncommon. For
Mhm.
me personally, my husband and I, my future husband and I will have this arrangement because his employment is in another state.
Mhm.
So we are physically together probably like 2 weekends a month, something like that.
Mhm.
Maybe
Mhm.
less depending on what is going on at work for him. So our norm from the first day we've been together has been this that he's lived in another state. He
Right.
comes home, we spend time. I may go there or we meet at a location for travel or something like that. And that has worked for us. I feel like it just really makes you cherish the time that you do have together.
Mhm.
When he does come into town, it's just
Yeah.
more like, "Oh, I missed you so much,"
Yeah.
and, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
we not like, here getting on each other's nerves on a daily basis and things like that. Um, would that possibly change for me in the future? Probably, probably.
Mm.
Sometimes, like, I just wanna have my person on hand, like, I for nothing even in particular, like, "Oh, I wanna go out and get something to eat, or there's a movie that I want to see, or just anything, he's
Yeah.
not really available.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little different than the situation because I think what Kiki Palmer's talking about is the person is available, they're just not in the home.
Right.
But I can relate to this in some ways.
No, I agree with you. I definitely agree. I was gonna say, as you talk about that, having your person on hand, it just made me think about for people who don't know, we probably don't know. I don't think I've ever said it on the podcast, but I met my husband in another country. We met in Barbados. So the initial dating phase, I was flying over to Barbados to see him. And I would go like every like 2 to 3 months, give or take, what was happening. But going back to what you said, it would be like the simple things of, oh, let's just go get ice cream. And I'd be like, "Oh, let me enjoy this because we can go get ice cream, and then when I go back home, I can't just
Yeah.
go do something simple as go get ice cream," right? You don't think about it, but like you said, it's the small things, it's the little things that you do cherish and things like
Yeah.
that. Now, being married almost 10 years later, I'm like, "Oh, you can." Okay. It's different. I mean, you know what I mean? But there is
Yeah.
still that missing because I always say, like, if we travel, if separately, obviously, when you come back, it's like, oh,
Mhm.
okay. You miss your
Mhm.
person, you enjoy that person. So just permanently being in separate houses, going back to what I said earlier, I don't think it could work for me right now. I've seen a lot of older people, like I'm talking about older, like in 60s, 70s, and they're like, it's okay. Like we've enjoyed each other enough. It's okay. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know because maybe you just change and you enjoy your personal space and everything like that. But I mean,
Mhm.
we shall see. We shall see. I don't know.
Yeah. Mhm. I
Yeah.
mean, for us, I think it's been good that when I say I moved in with him, like he has a home here in Atlanta. So I've moved
Right.
into here. So it's
Yeah.
good like he comes off of the road as we call it. He's coming to our home.
Mhm.
Versus like not only is he living in a different state, but we also still have separate homes even in Georgia.
Yeah.
Um so I think, that's been helpful, but it will be interesting like you say like in your case, as you get older, will you want that distance? Or in my case, as we get older or as the relationship gets older, will I want,
The
to be
closeness.
closer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like you guys started out, like you said, apart, right? So to speak. So then as
Mhm.
time goes, you be like, no, now I want you up under me in my skin. Like, it might be one of those things, like, you know what I mean? Versus like, my husband and I obviously were under the same roof. So he up under my skin, my ear, everything all day.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? So to speak. So sometimes I'm like, you can go. It's
Mhm.
okay. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm sure he feels the same about me too. Like, it goes hand in hand. But
Yeah.
ultimately, I still enjoy his company. I just think it's interesting that she said it. When she initially said it, I initially thought about her child's father. and how they got into a
Yeah.
fight at the house. So you know how like they showed it. In my head, I was like, "No, you probably do need to be in a separate house because if that's how you guys is giving it up in the house, maybe you don't need to live together." That was what I
Are they
was.
back together? Or are they still broken up?
No, I think they're still broken up, to be
Okay.
honest. Yeah, I think they're still broken up. Don't quote
Okay.
me. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
She may be traumatized from that experience. It's like, okay, I tried it. I live with this guy.
Yeah,
I thought this was gonna be, you
yeah.
know, person forever or whatever, and then this happened. So now you know what? You just be over here, and I'll send for you, or you send for me.
Yes, yes. The only thing I can think about it from a financial standpoint, obviously they're in a millionaire bracket, so I know it's obviously different for them. But then I think about like from a financial standpoint, I'm like, okay, obviously it's more cost effective to join households in most situations because if you do
Yeah,
live like what she's, insinuating that she will do, you're going to be paying for two households. Like, you know what I mean? The overhead is going to be greater. So that's the only other part. I know for us, like, no, we can't pay for two different houses. We didn't reach that yet. You know what I mean? Where you can be doing that. Things are already expensive, let alone paying for
yeah,
two houses and things like that. So
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
For us, it ends up working out because um he like his home away from Georgia, he
Mhm.
shares it with a group of guys that he calls his brothers. Like they're super close. They've been working with each other for forever. They actually purchased a home, which brought their expenses down because a mortgage is always cheaper than rent.
Right.
So it's like he doesn't have that solo expense. So that's been pretty good for us.
Yeah.
Because it's not whole extra bill for us.
Exactly. Agreed.
But really good point. Like I feel like this type of lifestyle that they're proposing, you really have to be financially not that you have to be wealthy, but you just have to be financially like ready for
Mhm.
doing that indefinitely. Like just the extra added expense that you don't necessarily have to have.
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Mm,
So I don't know. When she gets married, it'll be interesting to see like if she actually stands by that. Because it would have to
yeah,
be in a partner, excuse me, that also agrees to that lifestyle as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I think, you know, she's young
mm.
comparatively to, you know, me,
Mhm,
us.
mhm.
She's
How old
young.
is she? How old? She's like
She's
in
in
her
her 30s. I feel like she's in her, like, early 30s. I don't even think
early
she's
30s.
mid
Okay.
you
Okay.
know? So I think that she also has a lot of time to just change her mind. She's gone through some stuff, I think her perspective is probably, I won't say tainted, but just affected by what she's experienced thus far. But, she could decide by the time she's 40 or even before, like, what was I thinking? No. Like,
Yeah. Agreed. ChatGPT just told me that you're right. She's 32. So that is young.
Mhm.
She has a long way to go.
A long way to go. A long,
Yeah.
long way to go.
Yeah.
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 So, but to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't judge what anybody decides to do with their relationship. If y'all want to, you know, live in the same household, live on different continents, whatever, that's y'all business.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Agreed.
Everybody do it worse for them.
Yeah. All right. Well, that wraps up our segment as far as let's get into it. So we're going to go right into inbox unlock. So this person wrote in, they said, my husband has a female best friend, but won't speak to her around me. Should I be concerned?
Hell
I,
yeah.
yeah, absolutely. You should be concerned.
What is that about? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Like, cause for me, I'm like, I gotta talk to her. Matter of fact, let me not even talk. I have to talk to her. Like, what's going on? Because it just looks real funny. Because
Mhm.
I just feel like also I should know my husband's friends, female or
Yeah.
male, to be honest.
Mhm.
So if you feel like you can't talk to one, particularly a female in front of me, even if it was a male, I'm like, why you can't talk? Like, what happened? Like, but like, why is the hidden conversation? I could see
Mhm.
like, okay, like if he was talking to like a close friend and maybe they talking about something private, right? No, I do understand that. But if it's a situation where it's every time you talk to this person, you're always, hiding or going into a different room. At some point, I'm gonna be like, nah, put that on speaker. Like the whole time. Put it on speaker right now. Like, because what is that?
Mhm,
I don't like stuff like that.
mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's very sus because I mean, it's not like you have to be talking to the person on speakerphone. Um, so even your conversation can still be private.
mhm,
There's certain ways that you can talk to a person about private things and you don't have to be exposing their business.
mhm,
So it's like, well, what are you hiding? Like, what are y'all talking about that I can't hear it? What are you
yeah,
hiding? Now, unless you're planning like a birthday surprise for me or some sort of trip or something like that, there should be no reason why you can't have a conversation in front of me. It's very much given that they got something going on or they
mm,
had something going on in the past
mm.
or the girl best friend don't like the wife for some reason. I I don't, it could be a number of different scenarios, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I
she got
agree, and like you said, like, if you're planning something, but birthdays and anniversaries come once a year, so you don't gotta be hiding but all that, you know what I mean? It's once a
mhm,
year, so, no.
mhm,
For me, it's a no, like, yes, ma'am, you should be concerned. You need to question your
mhm,
husband and see what's good and see what the answer is, because
mhm,
something is, I don't even know, transpiring between the 2 that they don't want you to be privy to, and yet, no,
yeah.
no, we're not doing that, no. We're gonna keep
But
everything.
I am not for going through phones. I am not
Right.
that girl. I've went through one phone in my entire life, and I was in my early 20s, and that was actually funny. Like, I don't regret doing it because it was hilarious because I went in there and I deleted, like, every contact that was a girl. I just deleted it out his phone.
Yeah.
Oh, he came out that shower mad as a joker. Oh, was so pissed. Oh, it was hilarious. It was so funny to me. But I feel like if you have to go through your person's phone, then that probably is your answer. I feel like if you have to go through your person's phone, then he probably is not your person, he or
Yeah.
she. Like, gotta go through all that, then I don't want
No, I
it.
agree with you 100%. I'm not going through phones because, like you said, at the point that you do go through it, you will find something 9 times out of
Mhm,
10, because I feel like for women, we know. Even if we ask you, like, oh, okay, do you know LaShonda? No, I don't know her. We already know you know LaShonda. We just want to hear you say, yes, I know LaShonda. Like, I feel like
uh-huh,
9 times out of 10, if a woman asks you something, we already know the answer. We just want to see
yeah,
if you're going to be truthful about it. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, if you go through the phone, yes, you're gonna find something. You're gonna find something that hurt your feelings, and then you're gonna
mhm,
be mad. So, just
mhm,
you might have to make some
mhm.
changes when it's
And if
all
you
said
don't
and
wanna
done.
do nothing about what you find in the phone, ain't no point either. You done gone ahead and put yourself to stress and heartbreak, and then you still
Yes,
gon' stay, then child, just
yes, let
find other
him be.
things on the list if you ain't gonna do nothing about it.
I agree. What do they say? Let them be trifling in peace. Don't disturb his peace being trifling if you're not gonna do nothing with it. I agree with that 100%, 100%. Like, because it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense. But yeah, I just feel like as a married woman, you as a future married woman, no, I think that's something that we can be transparent with our friendships,
yeah.
male or female. I'm not saying I gotta be all up intertwined into everything, but every time you talk to one person in particular that, you're hiding, you're going to a different room, whatever, nah, I'm gonna have to check that out because that's not okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay.
Girl, you have a conversation with your man, period.
Yes. Very much so. Very much so.
Mm,
All right, you guys. So we're going to wrap it up with this mindset reset. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. You always pass failure on the way to success. Thank you, everyone. That wraps up episode number
mhm.
20.
Yes, and since I feel like the closing has become my thing, like, I
Mhm.
feel like this has become my judge, my vibe, it
Yes.
just rolls off the tongue now. Y'all know what I'm gonna say if you have been here for a while, okay? So, basically, Just Life and Podcast, that's our handle on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Okay.
Mhm.
You can send us your inbox unlock questions to our email, justlifeandpodcast@gmail.com. You can send them to our DMs in Instagram or TikTok. Our Instagram, the link in our bio is to our link tree. You can submit your questions there as well. And that one gives you the option to be anonymous if you don't want anybody to know who you are. We're on YouTube, obviously, visuals now. So, Just Life and Podcast on YouTube as well. Please go to YouTube and watch, like, comment, subscribe, share, support us on over there. We always say this, engage with us. You can engage with us in the comments on YouTube, Instagram, wherever it is we are. Shout us a mouthful. I got it all out. This has been episode 20. Peace.
Take care.